So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Total Extreme Wrestling here today. We are on Sunday, week 3 of December, as we approach the end of 1998. We're coming off the Armageddon pay-per-view and also our WWF versus All Japan Super Show. A big event that was. And we are now on the road to the Royal Rumble, which will take place in week number 2 of January. And we've got a few ideas what we want to do with the Royal Rumble there. But let's take a look at the quick little recap of our shows. So going back to Armageddon, we had a 91 rated show. Not quite our best. I feel like we could have done a lot better. A couple little incidents took place that took our rating down. But we did have some great matches there. We had Steve Austin beating The Big Show by DQ for 94. We had Shawn Michaels retaining the IC title over The Rock for 99. Kane beating Dude Love for 91. And, we even had Rob Van Dam on the card, getting a win over Mark Mero to win the Hardcore title, and much more. So, a pretty good show overall. Good buy rate, good attendance. But yeah, 91. For our pay-per-views, I like to try and get around the 95 mark. I like to really try and get as good of a rating as we possibly can. Which is what we did when we had our All Japan versus WWF Super Show. So the two big entities, our affiliated partner over in Japan, All Japan Pro Wrestling, had their best wrestlers on the show. We had our best wrestlers on the show, and we had them go head to head to figure out who's the superior company, I guess, or who's better. So we had some matches such as it's going to be difficult to pronounce these names. We had Jun Akiyama defeat William Regal. We had Ken Shamrock beat Yoshihiro Takayama. And those matches were a little bit disappointing, so we were getting a little bit worried that the show wasn't going to be great. But then we had Cactus versus Anita for a 92 match. That was a barbed wire match. Stan Hansen beat Takada, who's a guy down developmental. Kane defeated Misawa for 95. That was a great match. DX beat Holy Demon Army for 99, and then Steve Austin beat Kenta Kobashi for the World Heavyweight title for 99 in the main event. So 3 terrific matches on the show. Actually, 4 terrific matches, I should say, to give us a 97 overall show. Probably our best ever event so far here in the Save without bands or anything like that being involved. So a tremendous show indeed. Now we move ahead. We've got Heat coming up next. We move ahead into the Royal Rumble period. And currently our champions right now, Mark Henry, still has the European title. His owner goal, well, we have to keep him at 70 pop by the end of the year. He's got just about there. We just have to make sure we maintain that for the end of the year, and our owner goal, Mark Henry, will be finished. We're going to look to do some new owner goals as well. So our subscribers will have a chance to pick out some new subscriber goals coming into the new year. Shawn Michaels, our IC champion. Lightweight champions, Takumi Chinoku. Women's champions, Aja Kong. World Heavyweight champion, Steve Austin. Tag team champions, Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. So we're in a pretty good stead right now as we head into the end of the year, where we will see all the end of the year awards, the Power 500, everything like that. So we'll get a good chance to see who is doing the best at the moment in the entire Save. And it gives us a bit of an idea of what wrestlers we should be trying to sign. Who do you think will win Wrestler of the Year? Well, looking at my roster, my best chance I think might be a Steve Austin. I can't see anyone else. Maybe Undertaker. Okay, Undertaker's a shot. No. Shawn Michaels I don't think will even qualify, will he? He might. He's had a few matches recently. Oh, he will qualify, and he's averaging 95, so it might be Shawn Michaels. His worst match was an 81, and he's had an 85. Other than that, actually, yeah, no, they're all 1998. I thought that might have been some of 97. No, so Shawn Michaels just qualifies. You need 10 matches to qualify. There's a good chance he might be the one. This is Sunday Night Heat. Let's take a look at the results. With Val Venus and Sunny on the pre-show cutting a promo, hyping themselves up. And then we opened up the show with Mark Henry and Jim Cornette out there talking about how great Henry is, and nobody wants to face Mark Henry. He's too big, he's too bad, he's too tough. No one wants to step in the ring with Henry, but out comes Marty Jannetty and says, you know what, I'm here, I'm ready to go, let's do it. And that was an 82 rated segment. Al Snow had a match with Dennis Knight. They had no chemistry at all. 46 from Snow, 39 from Dennis Knight, 47 match. RG Kong and Bull Nakano for 71. Not too bad there. That little promo on Ivory. Gaining storyline heat. That's good. Kaz Hayashi took on Scorpio for 58. Kaz 56, Scorpio 51. So a good match there from two of our lightweights, which I'd love to get Kaz Hayashi into the 50s. I think he could be very, very valuable in that mid-card for us, but we just can't quite get him there. Mark Mero and Sable cutting a promo there. And they were taunting RVD, saying how pathetic he was after they beat him up last week on Raw. And they promised to take the title from him as soon as they get the chance. So Mark Mero, he's a bit desperate. You know, he said he was the greatest hardcore champion, hardcore wrestler alive, and then RVD beat him the first chance he got. Mero got embarrassed a little bit, so now he's trying to get a bit of revenge. X-Pac came out and said that he believes he's ready to enter the lightweight division and face the champion, Taka Michinoku, who came out and responded to him, 73. So that's not a bad little promo from both guys there. Taka probably not the best on the mic, let's be honest. And our main event for Heat was Pimp Nation taking on the Acolytes. We had Godfather 62, D'Lo 56, Farouk 74, Bradshaw 78. They were fantastic. A 76 overall match, and we gave the win to the Acolytes when William Regal distracted D'Lo to cost him the match. 73 overall for Sunday Night Heat. Alright, so Owen Hart was loaned over to All Japan, and we're going to see a lot of that, because now we have this new alliance between, if you haven't seen it, we've got this alliance between All Japan, CMLL, ECW. So 4 powerhouses in one alliance there, and our guys are going to get loaned around to All Japan, to CMLL, to ECW all the time. So expect to see plenty of these stories happening. Owen Hart's been a popular choice from them. He's already had a couple of matches there. And he's been pretty successful there, I'd say. 81 so far is his average. He had a 95, a 73, and a 76. That's pretty good. Good stuff from Owen. Okay, Men's Teo's contract is ending. We talked about it last stream, how I'm thinking maybe of letting Kai and Tai go. One of the only reasons to keep them is that we don't have a lot of lightweights, but we're never going to push them. We're never really going to do anything with them. So it might be time to kind of let them go, phase them out, and look to bring in some new lightweights to freshen things up. And the only other benefit is the Kai and Tai tag team with Dick to Go and Men's Teo. Now, Dick to Go still has 10 months left in his contract. This is Raw is War. Let's take a look at the results for this week's show. The final Raw of 1998. I suppose, when you think about it, this is the Christmas Raw. We're not looking to do anything too crazy. We're looking just to close out the show nice and peacefully. We had a pre-show angle with some guys in the corporation looking to just improve their mic skills, get them out there. We opened the show with Vince McMahon and the Big Show, and McMahon touting that Big Show is going to be the future of the company. Well, Big Show's had his issues with Steve Austin and The Undertaker, and he got out there and with Vince McMahon, and Austin hit the ring, Undertaker hit the ring, and a big brawl erupted. Taker and Austin kind of teamed up for the night to take care of the Big Show. They took care of him. And of course, Undertaker was injured by the Big Show. Austin attacked, ambushed by the corporation, so both guys pretty pissed off at the Big Show. Goldust had a match with William Regal for 78. Pretty good. Goldust 73, William Regal 67. Now, we had D'Lo distract. Now, something went wrong with that storyline, I guess. It didn't advance it because, I don't know, maybe someone's not in it or something along those lines. Perhaps D'Lo might not be in it, I don't know. Edge, Christian, and Gangrel, the Brood, cut a promo on Edge, on the Hardy Boys, rather. So, continuing to get them some more TV time, continuing to try and get them out there and improve them. Mark Mero had a hardcore match with Mike Awesome. Mero 59, Awesome 52. Mike Awesome not on top of his game right there. What happened? Inconsistency was really his issue. Other than that, thought Mike Awesome normally does better than that. Really off his game. Yeah, well, there you go. Mark Mera, though, had a better performance than usual. So, yeah, hardcore match is not his strength. We knew that, but we figured we'll give it a go. The Rock cut a 95 rated promo on the participants of the Royal Rumble. Viscera picked up a quick little squash win over Tatanka. Viscera 57, Tatanka 41. Toyota, Ivory, and Yoshida are all backstage trying to figure out how the hell do we stop RG Kong and Bull Nakano from dominating this division. What can we do? Let's try and think of some strategies, think of some ways where we can get ourselves ahead here. Road Dogg took on Chains for 77. Road Dogg 75. Okay. Road Dogg's a bit of a player. I like that. He could definitely be a factor as a singles as well as a tag team. Triple H cut a promo on the Royal Rumble participants as well for 100. That's a great promo from Triple H. And then we had Kurt Angle. This is good. Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels are out there. And Kurt Angle challenged Shawn Michaels to a match, who kind of scoffed at him and says, you know what, Kurt? You're not in my league. You can face someone else in DX tonight. So out comes Billy Gunn. And wow. He carried, well, I wouldn't even say carry. They managed to pull off an 86 rated match. Alrighty. Kurt Angle 78, Billy Gunn 71. I thought this main event was going to be, you know, high 70s, maybe a low 80. But when in doubt, trust Kurt Angle to get it done. Angle 78, Billy Gunn 71. Great match. 86, fantastic stuff. Shawn was on commentary watching along. And then after the match, boom. Shawn Michaels hits Kurt Angle with the super kick and poses with the belt. So perhaps Shawn Michaels is starting to take Kurt Angle just a little bit more seriously. And Michaels sends a bit of a statement of his own to Kurt Angle. 100 rated there. Well, looks like we're going to have a good show in the end. An 89. I thought this would be the Christmas Raw, where we'd have a 77 show. But so we've decided to sign some new lightweights to bolster up the division, spice things up. We're going to bring in Hayabusa, who offers plenty of star quality, great aerial stats, great flashiness and basics. He'd be, I think, probably the premier signing of the division. Shane Helms, we could gimmick him up to be the Hurricane, or we could be Shane Helms, whatever we want him to be. But he does present plenty of good basics, good decent psychology, decent aerial, but good selling as well. And a bit of a name for us as well, a familiar name for the lightweights. Super Crazy, we know Super Crazy. He's got some great stats as well. Good aerial, flashiness, basics, psychology, and selling. Also a bit of Mexican pop to help out our Mexican friends as well, so why not? And Star Quality's pretty decent too. And Tiger Mask, well, all these guys are unemployed pretty much, so I couldn't believe it, so we might as well go for it. Aerial is good, Flash is good, basics is great. Only thing he lacks a bit of psychology, but apart from that, another fantastic addition. Doesn't have much pop though, only in Japan, so maybe a little option there for All Japan if they want to. And Hector Garza, another great addition as well. And basics, great. Psychology is the only real lacking factor, and a bit of selling as well, but they're still very strong stats in comparison to a lot of the guys we've got now. And obviously, a bit of Mexican pop as well, so that'll help. So some of these guys will work developmental, and the others will, I think Hayabusa might be the only one to come in straight away. The rest will go work developmental to try and improve them there before we rotate out some of our existing lightweights. And I guess looking at the lightweight division, who would we go ahead and fire? Well, probably Dick to go. You know, he's not bad, but I just got nothing for him. Looking to transition out a few guys. Funaki probably. Men's Teo. Scorpio. Well, Scorpio's actually pretty good. Maybe not. But yeah, Scott Taylor and Brian Christopher, they're probably going to enter more of the tag division rather than the lightweights. Christian doesn't really compete in the lightweights yet either. X-Park's only just starting it out. Marty Jannetty. Well, Marty Jannetty probably could leave the lightweights as well and focus elsewhere, but he's got some good base stats as well, Marty Jannetty, so he's obviously offers a little bit there, but yeah, so transition a few of those kind Thai guys out, get them out of there, and bring a bit of new blood in to try and bolster the lightweights up, because at the moment we're really lacking popularity in the lightweights. Tuck is our best for 46, 47. Daniel's not bad around about the same. But we've had to really rely on the ministry and some other factors there to get that popularity up. It hasn't really been on their own accord. And the Hardy Boys, they're not really in it either. And if they were, they would be probably the best in the division, in my opinion. Apart from, of course, X-Pac, who now enters in. And we're probably going to give him the belt just to try and bring up the competition around him in hopes that that's one way we can bring their popularity up with some high-quality matches with X-Pac. So, some new signings and expect them to come in soon. And we'll probably keep them in developmental for a few months to try and improve them. ECW had their Hardcore TV show where RVD beat Mark Mero. What about that? That's awesome. RVD and Mark Mero. This time the World Heavyweight title was on the line. 67. That's fantastic. So they continue the feud over at ECW. Bubba Ray defeated Edge for 65. That's good. Storytelling. Continuity. RVD beat Jerry Lynn on the pay-per-view for 85. Whew. Sabu beat Bubba Ray for 78. Devon defeated Dreamer and Cronus to keep the World Television title, 67. Anything else? None of our other guys are on this one. So Mark Mero had a nice appearance there. Let's see who is the wrestler of the year. Let's see who is the best performers. Everything along those lines. So the wrestler of the year has gone to Kenta Kobashi. Not too surprised. Let's have a look at his match history. He averaged 87. Okay, 87. Interesting. Now, if you just focus on his All Japan stuff, he averaged 90. Now, I thought Shawn Michaels had a much better average, but I guess Kenta Kobashi had a lot more matches in itself. Company of the year went to All Japan, so we couldn't even beat them for that either. All Japan, I mean, they've had a lot of strong shows. Well, I don't know about that. I really believe, well, I'm surprised that we didn't get in there. Well, let's have a look at our company and see how we went. Our top 100. Well, we had just as much good quality as they have. Okay, well, can't complain. It is what it is. Team of the year went to the Holy Demon Army. Well, they're just cleaning up, aren't they? All Japan. We know how great they were. They had a tremendous match when DX took them on at our recent Super Show, and that was a 99 rated match they had. So they averaged, well, he averaged 89. And together they averaged 91. So very, very good. They only lost 3 matches, one of those being against DX. So sorry about that. Very good stuff. Match of the year. All Japan has done it again. They are cleaning up. So that double count out they had with Holy Demon Army with Masaru and Kobashi, I believe that was a 100 rated match. Show of the year. WrestleMania. Finally, something goes our way. WrestleMania was a 100 rated show for us. The young wrestler of the year was Cybernetico. So he's 23. Works in Mexico with high 70s pop under AAA. He averaged 80. Alright, well, I don't think we had anyone really on that level to really compare with. Veteran Wrestler of the Year went to Tenryu. He averaged 83. Yeah, Dave Meltzer is definitely doing these awards, you're right. Well, hey, we had a couple of shows in the Tokyo Dome. Where was our love? Female Wrestler of the Year went to Manami Toyota. Well, can we really claim it? I mean, all her best matches came from All Japan women. I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it. When she worked for us, she averaged 56. So, yeah. Not sure about that one. Most Improved Company of the Year went to us, the WWF. So we went from, let's have a look. We started the year at, 81, and we went to 82. Sure, we'll take it. We improved a lot. I suppose our prestige, our momentum, if they take that into consideration, might have improved big time. Manager of the Year went to, oh God, we can't win anything. Mil Mascaras winning the Manager of the Year. I mean, mad pop in Mexico. But he works in Japan where he's got 54 pop. What's he doing in Japan where he's got 90 pop in Mexico? Alright, well, I gotta say Jimmy Cornette for me was the manager of the year. The fact he managed to get Mark Henry over somehow, gotta be, right? There's something. Jim Ross wins announcer of the year. The 7th time winning the trophy, yeah. Color commentator, not even Jerry Lawler? Alright. Okay, CML's color commentator. Or at least, the good news is, it's all our allies. CMLL, All Japan, all cleaning up their rewards. At least it's not New Japan or WCW, right? Well, there's WCW's win. They got the referee of the year. Well done, WCW. You got the best ref, Charles Robinson. Well done. Congratulations. Our contracts. Lita. Well, we did say we needed a new woman. Lita now joins the game, and she now becomes available for us. We have the first right of refusal for her. You know we're taking her. She's not very good, but good aerial, good flashy, basics not bad. Star quality's good, sex appeal's pretty good. We can work with that. We can definitely work with that, so we'll put her down in developmental. Look, I would like her to be a babyface, because I would like to maybe put her with the Hardy Boys when we bring her up, as a way to get her some popularity and some exposure. Okay, so let's take a look at WCW Starrcade. Their biggest event of the year. How did they go? Wow, 89. God, Rick Steiner in the main event. Well, maybe, what the hell do I know? He has a 94 rated match with Randy Savage. What do I know? Rick Steiner's the man. 30,000 people attended, 511,000 buys. Sting had a 97 match with Raven. Sting and Raven, if they had to push Raven to be a main event guy, Sting and Raven would be a really, really cool feud, I think. Kidman defeated Kiwi for 56. Kurt Hennig defeated Low D for the TV title for 81. Harlem Heat defeated the Faces of Fear for 74. Ray Traylor defeated Dean Malenko to retain the US title for 70. Glacier beat Prince Ayukai for 51. Hammer defeated Psychosis for 60. Sonny Siaki defeated Evan Courageous for 60. Rey Mysterio got a match with Grunge and Jericho for 78. No Goldberg, no Kevin Nash, no Bret Hart. Actually, Bret Hart had a confrontation with DDP. Goldberg, actually, yeah, there was some. They're in angles. They were in some segments, but no matches for them. But look, 89's pretty good. I'll give him that. 89's pretty good. We sign Lita. We release Funaki, Dick Togo, he's gone. Men's Teo, Mark Canterbury, and Dennis Knight all released, as well as we try and trim this roster down a little bit, because if we're going to call up Rikishi, which we just did, can't really afford to have those types of guys in the roster taking a spot. 1999 will be a big year for us, but we're going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching on the YouTube, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. 1999 will be big, so stick around. So make sure you subscribe and leave a like to see more.